like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And, like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned. I was shackled and collared, and sent to Fort Joy. I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead I became part of their story.
So, it wasn't a dream after all.
No lesions, no trauma. He was bled by magic. No indications of a struggle.
Ah, you're up. Yes. Looks like that collar fits you snugly enough. Nice bit of work. There. Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William. All passengers have to be registered in the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge. You'll find him on the other side of this deck, in the officers' quarters. Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens. Oh, do go on. I won't hold it against you. Promise.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking. Oh.
My, look at the concentration on you. There you have it, see? The collar's function. It neuters you, of sorts. Makes you for your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's. Why? Because we're at sea, of course, and have...
Index fingers pressed to her lips. She pauses a moment.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely. Eventually. In the meantime, all you need to know, a new life awaits. And if you're a particularly good girl...
No known associates. In
Good
fact,
God.
he seems
There's-
quite averse.
A young Magister stands pale and... Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles.
There's been a murder. A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Aren't you enterprising? I'll let Waters... Go ahead. She with the...
Come on, please, Losa.
I forgot how to sing. I did.
The hatch is blocked. I'll need to find another way.
You are chill, aren't you? I ain't saying nothing.
Ah, there you are. Would you please tell this very how very correct you are, spouse of mine. Madame Josephine Gribbles de Peeb refuses to be confused with... What? What's so funny?
Her pinched face cracks into a great grin, and she shoos the children away from her with a laugh.
Yeah, okay, you found me out. Go on and git, and maybe I'll sing you something.
She turns to you, dark-eyed and dirty hair.
Gotta keep ourselves entertained, haven't we? You presume right.
Suddenly, her eye, as quickly as...
Good luck, Chief.
Sufferable, surely.
What are you trying to hear anyway?
I'll tell you if you can keep it quiet long enough for me to listen.
A scruffy man lounges against the wall with scarred arms folded.
Watch your back, new fish. There's a murderer on board, and I'd bet 3 months' pay.
Rolling his eyes at the Magister's warning, the man named Ifan beckons again. He leans in and adjusts your collar with a sharp tug, balancing its weight.
Pinches less that way, right?
Hocking a phlegmy gobbet in your general direction, the sullen Magister settles back to his task of glowering at Ifan.
We used to know each other, more's the pity. I was his commander many moons ago.
Standing far back from Ifan, Ifan grins, flashing.
Same as he was at 14 years old. Only difference is somebody gave him a bigger sword and now he's Johnny Big Pants. Long story. Maybe I'll tell you about it in the Joy. Away from interested parties. No. The dead man, Finn, is it? I'd no business with him. And I wouldn't put...
He glances over at Magister Victor, who's staring back at him.
Damn shame sheer annoyance isn't reason enough. The Joy, I've heard a lot. Nothing good. No surprise there, since wonder if we'll get to meet the Ringmaster himself. Easy now. I might think the same, but Vic here will blow a blood vessel if...
What are you conspiring about over there?
Oh, don't mind him. Vic's just got a bee in his bonnet.
Name.
Magister Victor looks at you suspiciously.
Away with you.
Ifan performs an elaborate...
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard, Vic.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams is just about done with the last passenger. You faring okay so far? Glad to hear it. You head on in now.
Keep those bolts trained on her, and if she tries to run, shoot to kill.
Standing at the center of the room, you spot a sorcerer haughtily eyeing a pair of nervous-looking Magisters. They keep their crossbow trained upon...
So you admit it then?
Yes, I did. But of course, that was only the beginning.
She turns her head and looks you straight in the eye.
There are others whose lives must end.
Good God! You there, sorcerer! Go and fetch Magister Siwan. We need to do more than collar this maniac. We need to shackle her, hang...
By all means, do as the officer says. But you had better hurry, because...
She reaches for her collar and
I'm just about to create...
Subdue her, men, quickly! If she casts source, the Voidwoken will come. They'll end us off...
She smiles with wicked satisfaction.
Precisely.
What's happened?
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its... The dog notices you for the first time and snarls. The head...
You sorcerer!
It sneezes suddenly and paws...
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much salt. Please, make it stop.
Sorcerer!
The dog whines and continues pawing at its nose.
Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Thank the gods!
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches...
Another sorcerer!
The Magister's companion doesn't blink, frozen in place at the...
Like you don't know? Mutiny! To that witch!
He whispers loudly to the other Magister.
Don't just cower there, Rix! Take out your blood!
Rix grabs his sword, which shakes in the rhythm of his trembling hand. The Magisters look to each other, then back to you.
Your lies end...
Hey, look! A lamp! God damn it! Need to get off this wreck, and quick!
into splinters. Great gods! Something's pounding on the hull!
You pass through the door. The skeleton is quick.
No. What damn fools record knowledge? It catches fire. It turns into must when wet. It cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so...
The skeleton looks up and notices you for the first...
Oh. Yes? Shouldn't you be running or screaming or some such?
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page.
Yes. Spend your last few minutes of life battling someone that's trying to read a book. What a splendid... No wonder you ridiculous creatures keep dying. Why on earth would I do that? And given that this ship is sinking, I expect my time... Speaking of which, do you not have lifeboats to fight over? Please, I was no more an elf than you are those rags you're wearing. I had a mask, rather ingeniously designed. A mask that was stolen by that damned... Still, she'll drown with the rest of the... Remember, one of your races...
The skeleton resumes... The dwarf yanks at one of them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Thank you! There's a ladder right over there.
You're gonna be the death of us, you hear?
If you can walk, get yourself up the ladder. There's a boat. Wait! Void Woken! thought Voidwoken was supposed to be scary.
I've faced worse.
Let the games begin. Greet the Reaper for me.
Glory is mine!
They who are about to triumph.
I'm ready.
Oh wait, I see something. We don't know what
They smell even worse dead than alive. Let's head above decks for some air.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar. It sounds like she needs help.
We need to wait.
There's no time.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
Those Voidwoken made short bloody work of the ship. Am I the lone survivor? This must be Fort Joy.